Hey friends, it's Kay. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Kay. I'm a professional home organizer and I'm a professional opera singer. And this is my channel where I talk about home organizing stuff mostly and motivational content. And today I want to talk to you about how I organized and packed all of my ready-made food with me for my 2-week work trip. So I was laughing a little bit before because I did go on a 2-week-long business trip to Waterville, Maine to be in an opera workshop. I was an artist in residence there. There was an opera that is being currently written, currently a work in progress, and it is going to premiere in 2025. And I was invited to be a part of it and to premiere a role there, and which is my other job. I received an interesting comment on my last video, the Pack With Me video where I packed my clothes, that said, I didn't think you had a job. And I thought it was kind of fun. It's like a little bit insulting, but I mean, it's okay if you don't have a job, but I do sing opera and classical music professionally. It's not just a fun hobby that I do every now and again. It is an actual career that I have along with this YouTube channel. So last year, I decided to start paying a lot more attention to my health. I noticed that some of my markers had gone downhill. I started to feel really badly. I noticed a lot of swelling in various areas, and I noticed in general that I just wasn't doing very well. I also had the misfortune of watching my father decline and ultimately succumb to dementia, and I really thought to myself I should treat my body as well as I possibly can while I have it. I started to exercise. I started to pick up a strength training routine 4 days a week along with my daily walks with my dog. And the biggest change I did was to my own diet. During the lockdown and all that stuff, I got fully addicted to all of those food delivery apps and also just to eating junk food for comfort. So I decided to focus on a diet that was focused on whole foods, eating enough protein and macronutrients values that worked for me, cutting out refined sugar, and most of all, cooking most of my food at home. After a few months of doing this, I felt fantastic. I felt amazing. I was like, why haven't I been doing this for forever? And I really embraced it, started to enjoy it a lot. Cooking at home is really inconvenient for a lot of the time, but you just get used to it. You get a whole system going and you start to shop at the outer aisles of the grocery store. It starts to become part of your lifestyle. And I didn't want to give that up when I left for 2 weeks to go to Maine. We were being put up in these beautiful suites that were accommodating 4 of us. And it had a full kitchen with a refrigerator, freezer, oven, stove, sink, whatever. And I was like, well, if I have all that stuff, there were no utensils there, like there were no pots and pans or anything like that. But I was like, well, if I have all of that at my disposal, I'm just going to cook my own food and bring it. I know that sounds a bit extra and it sounds a little bit high maintenance, but let me tell you, I'm so glad I did that. So I'm going to take you through what I packed, how I packed it, what I made and everything, and how it worked over the next couple of weeks. Unfortunately, the workshop did end early because there was a COVID outbreak. I unfortunately got it for the first time. 0 out of 10, do not recommend it. I'm now a little over 2 weeks out and I still have some stuff going on, not fun. But the almost 2 weeks I was there, I did not regret a second of my efforts. What you cook your food in is almost as important as what you're cooking. Overheating traditional nonstick cookware can release forever chemicals and really harmful things into the air and into your food. 2 years ago, we switched to Caraway ceramic nonstick cookware and we have not looked back. I am super proud to be a Caraway ambassador and happy to tell you about it today. Caraway products are made without any toxic materials like PFAS, PTFE, PFOA, or other hard to pronounce chemicals. Ceramic's naturally slick surface means minimal oil or butter, even though I like butter. for slide off the pan eggs and easy cleaning. The best thing about Caraway, and for me, is it comes with its own organizer and looks so incredible in your cabinet or on your counter. Because not only is Caraway healthy to cook with, easy to clean, it's also pretty dang cute. And now you can get cookware, bakeware, and food storage. To find out more about Caraway and to save money off your first purchase, click the link in the description below. So I'm gonna be honest with you, packing all of my food and packing all of my snacks and treats and stuff like that seemed like a really daunting task to me and seemed a little bit over the top. But the time it saved and the energy it saved when I was working all day and in the evening I just wanted to decompress and eat something and go to bed was the greatest gift I could have given myself. The first thing I did was make a list of the entrees I wanted to eat, mainly for dinner. For lunches I could figure out sort of like salad, protein, kind of easy stuff. But for dinners, I just put down a list of all the things that I could cook and then I could easily divide. One of the best things I did for myself though was to get some vacuum seal bags and to invest in a vacuum sealer. I got a vacuum sealer a couple of summers ago and I do not regret it. It's one of the best things I've ever done. This is the Electrolux vacuum sealer. It's like little and tiny and it charges via USB-C and it actually works really well with these food saver bags. They're two different brands, but I just grabbed the bags to see if they worked and they worked perfectly. The Electrolux bags are like one size and they're like a little bit too big for what I wanted to do, so I was really glad that the food saver bags worked with the Electrolux sealer. The other product that helped a lot was these super cubes. Super cubes are so helpful when you're portioning out things and freezing them, because first it freezes it into a very convenient rectangular shape, and after you have that shape you can take it out of the container and then you can put it in your vacuum seal bag. I have to say the drive to Maine was only 3 hours from where I was living, so this was totally realistic for me. I had this cooler that my mom gave me. I made some steak. So I took some egg bites with me for breakfast. I made some chicken that I sliced up to put on top of salads and on top of rice and a little seasoning on them, you know. I made pizza eggs. I made some entrees. These are reusable, I guess, divided plates. They're kind of like, it's kind of like making your own Factor 75 meals. If you're familiar with Factor 75, let me know. I love Factor. It's just so expensive. Anyway, I made some salmon cakes and I wrapped all of my other pre-made meals up in plastic wrap so they wouldn't go everywhere. Forbid something else should happen. And I packed ice on top as well, just so everything would stay frozen, just in case I had to stop on the side of the road somewhere and it took longer than 3 hours. I was good to go for the entire trip. This thing is great. Unfortunately, the exact model is discontinued, I think, but I will put a very similar model made by the same brand in the description down below. Everything I'm showing, I'm going to put in the description down below. So if you're thinking about a road trip, you can grab it. I also have this insulated bag. It's usually just for grocery shopping, but I was like, hey, you know, I'm taking some other stuff, so I might as well use this bag. I brought my little cheese snacks, my favorite yogurt. This is so good. I love that yogurt. It's so delicious. And I actually ran out when I was there. I ate so much yogurt. And one of my favorite things is that little packet snack kit that I showed. You put it in the freezer, it's insulated, and it's the best thing ever. Okay, now I'm going to go to Past Me to tell you what I packed for snacks. Let's go. All right, here's what I'm packing on my trip as far as snacks, coffee, all that stuff is going. That doesn't need to be heat protected from the heat. This is a Container Store bag that was given to me during one of my visits. So I'm going to start with mayonnaise. Always very important. Mayonnaise just seems to be important to me. This is a non-sugar creamer. This is from a company called Chalk Zero. Very good. It's actually really sweet, so got to be careful not to add too much. Again, another sweetener. This is My Normal, and it's basically just allulose. Again, don't eat too much of that because you will not have a good time in the bathroom. Gonna carry a little bit of avocado oil with me just in case. I don't know exactly when I'm going to use it, but you never know. There might be some cooking happening. I've got some new Primal Kitchen avocado lime sauce. This seems so good, so I'm going to take this. This will need to be refrigerated on the way back, but we'll handle that when we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Because I am a coffee addict, I needed my churro coffee. These are perfect for traveling. They're pour over, like disposable pour over. So I'm gonna take a couple of packs of those. The churro is basically coffee and cinnamon, and I'm also gonna try the salted caramel. This sounds really good, so I'm very excited for that. Also gonna take some green tea. I do have some other packets inside this. This was a green tea sampler from Adagio Tea, but so inside I've got some like matcha sticks also and some tea bags so that I can operate. Put that up there. Any low carber has Element. I love Element, so packing this. Got a couple samples from Copper Cow coffee. I have mint. I've actually had this one before. It's really good. Got a couple more extra churros just in case, and a pumpkin spice. I mean, it's summer, but like, you know, YOLO. Jalapeno beef sticks from Thrive. I love these. They're so delicious and a great high protein snack. Couple tiny bottles of Tabasco. Are these not the cutest? Look how cute. So cute. A few containers of snack olives. These are from Thrive Market. Again, I will link Thrive Market down below. They are awesome. Spicy kimchi snacks and artichoke snacks. Quantum energy squares. I've never had these before. They're not really keto, but I'm gonna have them anyway. They're caffeine and like energy bars. They looked okay. I got them as a free gift from Thrive, so I'm just gonna try them just to see what it's all about. Seems like it could be fun. I've got some lupini bean snacks to put on salads. Pork rinds, you know the deal. I made some low-carb granola for my yogurt. It's basically nuts and sweetener and butter. It's delicious, and I put it in this food saver bag to stay fresh for the week. Some Fish Wife tuna in olive oil, but spicy. Can't wait to try this. Dry roasted peanuts, love these. Bacon bits, coconut chips, avocados, kippers, some dark chocolate, and can't live without matcha. Have a matcha addiction, so I'm bringing some matcha with me. And one bag of grain-free chips. As far as tools concerned, I am bringing this little Sephora bag with me I got during a Sephora sale. And the first thing I'm taking is my crock pot, like mini slow cooker. This is for heating up things, and it's so good. It takes a long time. It takes like an hour, but it's like a little bit of home away from home, and I love this thing. A couple of travel bowls. There'll be no bowls and silverware there, so this is I got this from Amazon. It's called Light My Fire. There's a bowl inside and a plate and a bowl, so I will show you like a picture of the inside, but along with that I have my Stojo, which I'm obsessed with. It's a bowl, a silicone bowl, and it collapses down so that you can store it anywhere. It's the best. Taking a little cutting board. Travel mug from Hydro Flask. It's basically like I'm going camping because I'm not gonna have any of my home or hotel things there. So a little bit of dish soap and a dishwashing cloth. This is cool. This is a portable kettle and it heats up water, and I'm gonna use this to make my coffee in the morning. So cool. Honestly, a milk frother and a thing it's just part of my life. I need this. And this, I got this on Amazon, and it has all of my utensils that I will ever need. Is that not the coolest? It's got like all metal utensils plus like an actual real knife so you can cut things, so I don't have to take a knife. A little portable straw and salt and pepper. Well, I put salt and pepper in there, and like some other straws, chopsticks. This thing is so cool. So I'm very excited to take that with me. It's kind of full, but it all fit in there. So you've watched the video. All that stuff that I took was amazing. All of the meals that I prepped worked out so perfectly. It was, I feel like I could not have planned it any better. Every time I was just coming home from rehearsal at, I think we were let go at 5 and 6 o'clock every day. At 7 o'clock, I was like, I'm hungry. What am I going to have? Oh, I'll just heat up taco soup. And my roommates were like, oh my God, that smells so good. What is that? And I'm like, I made this food at home. I made pizza eggs, which I mentioned before. That was so, girl, the pizza eggs were so good. I also forgot to add that I did go to a grocery store, a local grocery store, a couple of times, actually a few times, to pick up things that I either couldn't fit or I didn't want to bring with me, like a carton of milk, half and half, salad things, little like blueberries, things like that, that I just didn't want to take with me or take up room with or take take up extra room in my car. So I did make a few visits to the grocery store, but since I had a refrigerator, it was not really a problem. And the portable kettle actually was one of my favorite things to use in the entire world. It was so fun. It was like it was like I was camping, and I made a little pour over coffee every morning. I had nice and quiet, and it was just everything that I did for this trip worked out so well. So again, I will link everything that I used and that I grabbed from Amazon down in the description below so you can grab it. It is Prime Day as I'm filming this, so I'm going to try to get this up for you so you guys can get the Prime Day prices. It's actually Prime Day at Caraway as well, so y'all can save on everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's not what I normally put out, but I just wanted to talk about it, and because this worked really well for me. And if you're going on a trip somewhere like a road trip and it's somewhere where you have a kitchen and you just really want to have your own food. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to go out to restaurants and try different places and try different foods and stuff like that. But in this situation, this was the best possible thing I could have done for myself. And if you want to do the same thing, if you are on a special diet, if you have some food restrictions, this might be something you would consider. So I hope it inspired you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.